It's a tumultuous world, being actually into K-pop hardcore, because word on video, who knows, 700, 800, I don't know. But I did a reaction just a second ago, and I'm on YouTube. So, not me here. I mean, yes, I'm on YouTube right now, but I mean, when I'm watching these videos, we're on YouTube, and so I get the suggestions at the end of the video, at the end of the reaction. And so, for the last hour, instead of recording my own videos, I've been watching K-pop reactions to songs I love, and I went down a Taehyung rabbit hole, watching people react to Singularity and Stigma, which are both jaw-dropping songs. I know it's not Jimin, but it's kind of funny. Funny that you fall down that. So I will say, I have a weird relationship with our rappers and vocalists and BTS, because there's the ones I'm drawn to, but there's also the ones I really love, which is, I don't know how you keep those. Like with the vocals, I'm drawn to Tae the most, but I love Jimin. So I don't know. It's the same thing with the rappers. With the rappers, for some reason, like, I respect RM as like just a monster. That's funny. I'm not saying that because his name is Rap Monster. Maybe I am subconsciously, but I'm drawn to J-Hope. Anyways. Love Jimin. I would say Jin and Jungkook don't get as much love as they probably deserve. Let's just get into some Serendipity. I recognize these backup dancers. The guy with the shaved mohawk, I recognize him from Singularity Live. Okay, all right, this is probably just from what I just watched. Let's get this out of the way. This is fucking amazing. Not like kind of good. This is amazing. But all of a sudden, I'm thinking about that low register of Taehyung. He's also got them high notes. But like, it would be, it'd be kind of cool to do like a repackage or something where you take your solo tracks that lend themselves to other artists and you bring in some of your BTS brothers on it. And it'd be kind of cool to have Tae here. It'd be kind of cool to have Jimin on the solo track. You know what I mean? I know I'm not like, oh, this is not good enough. That's not what I'm saying at all. What I'm saying is you did it. You did it. You made a solo track and it's amazing. You have a solo live performance and it's amazing. And it's instead of going like I don't know, maybe I'm just stumbling over myself. I hope you get what I'm saying. I don't mean I love this. But obviously it's almost like the Avengers, like superheroes. And you're like, oh, you could bring in your superhero buddy. You don't need him. It's just fun to have him around. You know what I mean? to go off on a little philosophical rant here for a second. I'm going to go 2 levels. One is that one of the keys, once you have a foundation in place, once you have an idea of what you're doing, really a key ingredient of going to the next level is just letting go and pushing that fucking gas pedal, man. Which, it's so hard to even be whatever good means to people, you know what I'm saying? But when people are into what you're doing, I think as an audience member, you're like, yeah, turn it up to 10. But it takes so much effort to get it to where it is that turning it up to 10 is really hard to do. And one of the things I respect about pretty much everybody in BTS that I've had experience with the solo performances, they all just turn it. They just, boom. When it's Jimin's on, Jimin's on. And if it's Tae, if it's J-Hope, whoever it is just attacking it. And it's just, it's so good. It's so good. I said I was going to do it on 2 levels, but I don't remember my second train of thought. I'm not going to bullshit you. I just don't remember. I remember my second level is that we're all looking at this from different ages and different experience points. And really super young people, like if you're 12 or 13 or something and you're watching this, you're going like, maybe one day I will do that. And if you're like 20, you're like, I should maybe look into that. And if you're 30, you're like, I don't think this is ever going to happen to me. If you're 50 or 60, you're like, well, I'm never going to do this. And so it's this moment where you're looking at someone doing an amazing performance, and they're really informed. Like, not only are you just enjoying it, but the performer Jimin is informing us of what an amazing performance looks like. And not that we need to all seek to be a Jimin, we can't be him, but can you take the ferocity of which he approaches the performance and apply it to your own, whatever you're currently doing? Even if you're doing like some shit job, can you approach it with the ferocity of Jimin? And no, there's probably not a monetary reason to do that. You're not going to probably get paid more. If you have a job, you've been hired, and you do it better than the other people in the staff, no, you're probably not going to get paid more. And when a raise comes up, it's probably going to be minuscule. But the question is, even though monetarily, you're not going to be rewarded. And from a status level, people are not going to reward you, at least in the short run, a year or two. Can you just attack what you do with a ferocity? Like a fucking tiger. Jim is doing that. Yeah, no, that was awesome. And just to elaborate a little bit on what I was thinking there, because I think this is also important and tricky. And yes, I fuck this up as much as anyone else does. If you're a guy who bags groceries, right? You're in a convenience store, grocery store, and you go like, Well, if I bag groceries with a smile and I do it with exuberance, like, what's my reward? It's not much. Your reward is not much at all. And even if you become the king of bagging groceries, that's not anywhere near the manager's pay or the CEO's pay. And so, there is a second part of this, that if you go at your job with a crazy zealot enthusiasm, at some point, probably pretty soon, you're going to need to transition out to get your rewards, because they're not going to give you the rewards the people who know you are not going to give you crazy rewards. Like, you're not going to work for someone for 25 grand a year and then do it with a smile on your face and attack it and they give you a raise to 100. They're just not going to do that. But you could apply for a job somewhere else where you do get 100,000 a year, or 85, or whatever it is that you're after. So it's this combination of attacking things relentlessly and then also seeking outside possibilities. And both of those are terrifying. There's nothing I can say to you to make it not terrifying. It's terrifying to do your job in a different way because you're already employed at a certain way you do things, and now you're jeopardizing that. And then now if you want more compensation, you probably have to go somewhere else, and now you don't even know what your expectations are somewhere else. But that's why the reward is high. That's why the pay is high, because the insecurity and instability of what your future holds is a deterrent. So those of us who go for something a little further, yes, a lot of us die. A lot of us don't make it. And we're striving for something that people call, that's dumb. He's overreaching. He's got no chance. And yeah, we fall. We don't know who we are. We don't know if when we reach whether or not we fall or we succeed. We don't know. We haven't done it yet. But here's what we do know. We know that when you take the leap and you succeed, the compensation is massive. The status change is unquestionably massive. It's multiples. It's just how it is. It's tough. It's tough because most people don't even make it to a point where they're killing things. They don't make it to the point where they're the best of their range. And those who make it to the best of their range don't want to jeopardize their status by going somewhere else or changing how they do things. But it's just, it's the game. The game is, can you reinvent yourself? Can you expose other parts of yourself? And I'm saying all this to you. I'm saying it to me, because you're not here right now. I'm saying it to a camera, and I'm saying all things to myself that when I hear this video back, hopefully will reinvigorate in myself changes that I need to make or ideas I have that I should capitalize on, even though they may be risky or it may cause instability. Because the competition, not with others, in a way with others, like on a big scale with others, but really the question is, do you work harder on yourself than you do at your job? Do you put more time on yourself than you do at your job? And if you will do that, then really the future is open. And now that I've said that out loud to you and to me, I'm not even judging you. Like, I don't expect you to do what I'm saying. The question is, will I do what I'm saying? Well, I hope to find a way. That's where the future is. You gotta push the boundaries. And when you're pushing boundaries, you can't look to the people around you for support because they're not people who push boundaries. Right? When the guys who were trying to fly to the moon were talking to the dudes who first made a plane take off, they're not saying, oh yeah, go to the moon. They're saying, dude, you can't possibly go to the moon. The guys who first did the airplane were like, bro, we can barely keep a plane in the air and you want to go to the moon. And you don't have to. But if you're going to go out to that pursuit, you have to acknowledge, we're doing some shit that other people haven't done. Therefore, most people are not going to believe in us, and there's a really high likelihood that we're not going to succeed. At some point, you have to decide whether or not the mission is worth it or not. Hey, Ellis has a therapy session with himself on camera. I'm a dude looking at K-pop videos. I'll see you on the next one.